Good morning guys and welcome back to the vlog. I thought today that I could take you along for a full Sunday of a non-competing day. Adam is currently putting Harper in the car over there and they are coming up for an hour too so she can see Frankie. I was meant to go cross-country schooling yesterday, but with the way the weather was, I just decided we're not going, which I was a bit gutted about because obviously I do want to go to Smallwoods before I enter the one-day event there, but I think I'm just going to have to suck it up and enter, otherwise I'm going to miss the entry. I'm full of cold, but I'm definitely spending the day at the yard because I've just got so much to do. Harper's coming up to see Frankie for an hour. I'm going to get Buddy long lines over some poles. The girl is coming to ride Frankie, so if she's happy I will put a few snippets in of her riding, and then I'm going for a dressage lesson this afternoon. So I need to bath, and yeah, I just have got some tidying up to do. The tack room's a bit of a mess and things like that. Every time we come back from a competition I think I just go and just lash everything because we're always rushing back to get the baby. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a tidy up and then get going for my lesson. My auntie from America is actually here, so I think she's going to come and watch me lesson, which will be really nice because she's not seen any of the current horses that I've got. The last horse she's seen was Dexter, and none of you's even have ever heard of Dexter unless you've been on the Instagram from the very beginning. In fact, I don't even think he was on that. I think he was on my personal Instagram. So yeah, I'm heading off there now. I'm just going to go to the shop and get us a drink, and I will be there to feed the boys. Come on then. This way.
Come on, let's go and help mummy.
You feel the hanger? Okay. You helping? Yeah? Come on then. Okay? Okay? Yay! You helping? Yeah? Thank you. Hold it for me. Yes. Yes. What are you saying no for? You can't cry on TV? What? Ready? Watch. Wait, what? Ready? Whoa! Is that fun? You need a bath. That's his bed thrown off. He's got waters. I'm now gonna do Buddy and Frankie, but I'm not gonna record them because you don't need to see me walking out 3 times. Buddy. So that's Buddy's bed. All done. He's got his net, he's got water. Look at his condition now. Hey, handsome, with those big donkey ears. I've literally just pulled this rug off. I don't think he's been groomed in about a week. And this is how he's looking. His weight is so good.
He's sneezing.
I know, we have to maintain it. We have to walk. Good job.
Yeah. Run the side. Look, run the side.
So Isabella couldn't actually make it. She's had to text to cancel. So Harper is in the basket saddle and we're just going for a walk down the lane. But I don't know if you'll have gathered from that video because I think we went out of shot. But she's so impatient that she wants to get on now that she's crying. So I had to put her on without the saddle first and then calm her down. And now we can't walk anywhere unless she's got hold of the lead rope. So, me and Buzzy are heading down to the arena. I'm going to lunge him on each rein and then I'm going to long line him down some poles and reintroduce him to poles because it's been a while since he's seen them. I am just kind of keeping him taken over at the minute by long lining him like down the lane, long lining him in the school. He hasn't got any set amount of days like he's working, so he actually hasn't been worked for a week. I'm just kind of trying to keep him taken over for when the breakers do have space for him, and then once they've got the space for him, he doesn't want to walk into the arena. Once they've got the space for him, he will go. I was hoping he would have already been there by now, but it's not a bad thing. I think what we will do is when they have the space, let him be broken, bring him home, school him for a little bit, and then more than likely he will go on grass livery with Frankie, because I want Frankie to have a break from ridden work as well because he's only 3. And then they will probably go out for the winter and I can just concentrate on keeping Chalky fit throughout the winter, because 3 in the early like dark night is going to be hard, especially with Harper. So I think that's going to be our plan of action for winter, buddy. But for now we're just keeping him taken over, and the same with Frankie. He's being schooled like twice a week and I'm long lining him in the middle. So let's get going with Buddy Bear.
I'm somewhere in the middle, try to find myself again, but life is one big riddle of the future and what's been. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, I gotta go, 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 running into better times. Go, 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 from my emotions I'll go, 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 running into better times, to better times, to better times. Remember I was laughing in all the photos that you took, but now it looks like acting, like we were fiction in a book. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, I gotta go, 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 running into better times. Go, 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 from my emotions I'll go, 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 running into better times, to 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 better times. I look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me, nothing can stop me in the night. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff. Go, 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 running into better times. Go, 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 from my emotions I'll go, 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 running into better times, to 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 better times. I'm somewhere in the middle, try to find myself again, but life is one big riddle of the future and what's been. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, I gotta go, 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 running into better times. Go, 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 from my emotions I'll go, 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 running into better times, to 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 better times. Remember I was laughing in all the photos that you took, but now it looks like acting, like we were fiction in a book. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, I gotta go, 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 running into better times. Go, 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 from my emotions I'll go, 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 running into better times, to 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 better times. I look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me, nothing can stop me in the night. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff. Go, 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 running into better times. Go, 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 from my emotions I'll go, 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 running into better times, to better times, to better times, to better times, I'm somewhere in the middle, try to find myself again. But life is one big riddle of the future and what's been. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff. And
so that's Buddy all done. I started him off in the lunge low over the saddle, walk, trot, canter both ways, because otherwise he's quite known for just running around like this, and I do really want him to start working over his back. So eased him in and walked for quite a while, and then picked up the trot and canter, and then long lined him with it on for the same reasons. We've got to work over his back, and obviously poles at this stage for him are really hard, so I didn't expect it to be straight or go well. So the fact that, come on mate, he did what he did was amazing. And then I just took the lunge low off and just let him have a canter on each rein to finish, so that he's really being able to open up. You know, he's still got to have that opportunity to stretch and do what he needs to do. So I'm just going to untack now, and then I'm going to quickly sponge off Chalky's dirty bits, because obviously we're going for a lesson this afternoon, and then we're going to go and get some dinner because I'm starving. The face of a horse that hates getting a bath. But you're always dirty, aren't you? You're always rotten. Yeah, let's get you away to dry. We are going, just loading them up now. Didn't even get a chance for dinner, just have to go hungry. But, bring your mum. Bring your mum. Come on, up. Good boy. Clever lad. Oh, up and under. Forward, let me tie you. Let's go for a lesson. Get you a treat now. Here I'm just gonna get tacked up. My mum and my auntie are on their way, so I'm hoping one of them will video for me. My auntie loves a good camera, she takes pictures wherever we go, so hopefully she will for me. I'm just gonna get tacked up while I wait for them. I've got about 10 minutes, I've got loads of time, and get going. I'm so excited. We haven't had a proper dressage lesson since the last time we came here. I have had one in the middle, but that was for a lady who was training to do group lessons. She can do individual lessons, but she was doing some training, and we actually came here, but I didn't vlog it because again it was for training, so I didn't think it was necessary. So I'm just going to get tacked up and then I'll take you along with me for the lesson. I said at the end of this lesson that this was the best lesson. I was so pleased with them, and watching back I still feel the exact same. So I'm going to try and leave the clips as raw as possible so that you can hear everything that Kate is saying, because she's a fantastic teacher. And the whole goal of this session, I wanted to feel more consistent in the trot work, and I wanted to really work on the quality of the canter, because I need him to really work from behind, and I'm struggling to get him to, I couldn't get my words out then, I'm struggling to get him to sit back on his hocks, and he's just a bit flat in the canter, so he's rushing. So the canter work is not tidy. The exercises that we did are not neat, because the transitions are far from where they need to be. But the whole point of the exercise was to get him listening and to get him working from behind, and that's exactly what they did. So the quality of the canter was so much better. So while I'm saying this was the best lesson I think I've had on him flat work wise, I'm not saying it's perfect, and I'm not saying we're completely consistent, and I'm not saying his transitions are 100%, because they're far from. We're still a massive work in progress, but I just felt a massive difference with him. And I now know I can push that bit more for some more hand engagement to get what I need out of him to make him more uphill and not on his forehand. You'll see from warming up how inconsistent his contact is. He's like snatching the rein out of my hand, and he's actually really stiff behind. So Kate was like, oh, he just seems not lame, but he just felt like he needed to open up, and he really needed to learn to step through even during his warm-up, rather than just kind of shuffling his back legs along. So we instantly came to the conclusion we need more from behind, and he's got to be more consistent in my hand, leg to hand. And as you can see there, he's so like he's bobbing in and out of the contact, and I'm not holding the contact enough. I'm throwing the contact away. You can see my reins are a little bit wishy-washy, which obviously is not going to benefit any of us. Yeah, he's just going to loose rein.
Yeah. A little bit better reaction that you've got from your rein now. It looks like what you're doing with your hand is what's happening at the end of the rein. So that's good. Yeah. From your right leg to try and meet that left contact a bit more. So, whether you want to ride the leg heel from the waterline to the end track, or from a small circle to a big circle, it doesn't matter. when you get to the point where it just hits the bit, just see if you take a half hold. Well done. Half hold. Yes. Half hold there. Better. Well done. It's almost where, you know, he starts to not push the bum and he starts to pull with his shoulders. Yes. You go a little bit quick. I think that's when he hits the bit and then draws himself off it. Yeah. So just keep it up. You can go a little bit steadier. Whoa. Keep your rising shot, let your little body just dictate the speed. That's it. There we go. Slightly long feel on that. Yeah.
So this orange tape that Kate has put around my back to both hands is so that I can feel before Chalky's head comes above the contact. This is going to basically put pressure on my hands because it's going to pull my hands forward. So I know, no, you've got to keep the contact and you've got to keep it secure. Keep your fingers wrapped around the rein and do not let him snatch the contact out of your hand, because you can feel the pressure of the tape across your back when your hands move. And oh my days, this felt, I could really feel it and it helped massively. So what she did say to me, obviously, if you're having this issue, is you can get a small resistance band and put it across both wrists, and it kind of does the same thing. So when you can feel tension across the band, he's taken too much of the contact and you need to regain it. You can see that Chalky's initial reaction to me taking more contact was to fight against the contact, and it did take a little bit of getting used to, and it took a little bit for him to get used to. So there he's like, I'm not really sure here, and Kate was just saying to me, keep the contact, he's not going to like it, he's going to fight it. His trot is going to become short, but once you've got him where you need him, you can then ask him to push from behind, lift his tummy and use his core to hold his connection and hold his own head space. And then we're now working on a canter exercise. So basically what she wanted me to do was to canter on a square, and then here now was to trot and walk, not this time round, but we're going to then trot and walk in them places on both sides. And you'll see Chalky is like, well, no, I'm taking the contact, I'm rushing and running. But the whole point of it was to get him to come back to me to listen. And the walk to canter, obviously, he's got to sit back on them hocks for him to get that right. And the canter becomes quite short to begin with, but eventually the canter became so much bigger. I'm not sure if we've got that on camera. We did then do a couple of like normal 20-meter circles, and the canter felt amazing.
Fingers wrapped around the left rein.
You know what to know.
Anyway, that's harder if you do that, mother. Leg back that little bit further and go a bit further forward with your shoulders. Suppose it's like if you go a bit lighter in your seat. Yeah, good boy. Pat him. Even if you get one or two strides at a minute, that's fine. You'll soon start to link them together. Don't want work to be stressful. I want you to take it past the marker. Yes, good boy. Well done. Good.
choose what's going to come.
You guys, that's hard.
I'll test you instead, Mum.
But now you're able to get your legs around him more without him going quicker. You're showing him how to use that push. Rather than pushing down into his shoulders, he's now pushing uphill, yeah? Yeah, good. Really good. That's it with your right hand. Good. That's it with your right hand. Good. So that's the rein he wants you to hold. Good. Really nice. So do a few squares, make a transition, make a correction. Yeah. And then turn right at P and right at B.
Yeah.
And I want you to be really strict on the lines that he's not on the wall,
Yeah.
that he goes exactly where you want him to.
Okay.
And it sounds like a really easy exercise.
It's not going to be.
He's not.
Okay.
It's something that I use for babies all the way up to horses doing Grand Prix, because you can adapt it, you know, and it's really good. So keep coming, and then come next time, turn right at S, right at R, then right at P. So come all the way down to S first. Turn. And then turn again at P.
So, a little bit of a disclaimer before I add some more footage in. The camera died and my auntie very kindly videoed me on her phone, but she has videoed it in portrait, not landscape. So I'm going to try and figure out a way to get them in because the footage is too good not for you to see.
He's turning before you're ready, can't you?
Yeah.
And that again just is loading his right shoulder, but you're actually getting more energy and more uphill just from working on that straightness. So this time make a walk transition at R before you turn. Work. And you ride the corner that you want, so not the one that he's dictating. Put canter again, and then we'll do another walk transition before R. And I want you to see if you can keep facing R. Canter right there. Turn. So you can make a walk transition there before he's starting to head off the other way. Okay? That's it. Good. Now just run a 10-metre circle to help you get the canter.
This is what he does when he finds stuff hard. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm not listening to what you want.
That's fine. He did choose to attack on. And then we're going to turn and P again. Well done. Then I want you to see if you can walk when you get to me. Still stay in front of me. Now come right there. Yeah, well done. Same again in that next corner at R. And you want to be that straight that you're going to think, if I let him, would he jump out? it and it just disappears at the end of it instead of following your hand. Oops, David Evan. Yeah, better. Good, then just come large around the arena to see if you can slow down. Again, always question if you can. You don't always need to, but just questioning what happens if I want to go a bit slower. You just can stay there. That's right. Yeah, how's that feel?
Yeah.
Good, really good. Take steady again. The minute he comes through you, rise a little bit slower. Good boy.
So that was honestly the best flat work session ever. I've never ever felt as canter that uphill, and I actually needed my legs instead of them running away from me all the time. Oh my god, incredible. So I hope you enjoyed watching the lesson as much as I enjoyed my lesson. I hope you enjoyed an insight of what my Sunday was like when I'm not competing. Please do like, comment and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. We're heading to Ellen Lodge next week for their one-day event, so stay tuned. Bye guys.